Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another episode of Mindful Muslim Podcast. Today's episode is extra special because I have with me here an amazing person, someone whose work and passion align with the essence of this podcast. He is a filmmaker, an entrepreneur, the founder and the lead creative director of AB Perfume Works. Beyond his work, he is also passionate about sharing knowledge and making positive impact in people's life. His insights are not just inspiring, but also deeply thought-provoking. So, get ready for a enriching conversation. Join me in welcoming Mr. Abdullah Adewale. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much for having me. It's indeed great honor.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate what you do at Mindful Muslims.
Thank you.
It's nice to be here. One of the most common mistakes often made during the month of Ramadan is fasting without guarding our tongue. So it's important for us to understand that as Muslims, guarding our tongue is part of the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's best for us to speak and say good things. Rather, if we can't, we should keep our mouth shut. This is one of the teachings of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we expect that adding this into our everyday life is important as a Muslim. And in the month of Ramadan, not to forget that this month is full of a lot of blessings and barakah, and Muslims all over the world strive as much as possible to be able to get Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy through their acts and their ibadah and their steadfastness towards Almighty Allah. So not guarding your tongue can reduce your blessings and rewards of your fasting. We have to make sure that we abstain from backbiting, bad words, and so on and so forth. So what we can do in order not to get ourselves into all of these things are doing askar, reading the Quran, or make sure that if you don't have anything to do during the month of Ramadan, we should sleep. At least this way, you are not going to be sinning, and Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best and is going to reward us for every single deed. Because if we put our intention in doing everything right in the month of Ramadan, then Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to reward us for every single act.
So to our listeners out there, you heard what he said already. Stay glued to Mindful Muslim Podcast. Like, share, and follow for more inspiring conversations like this. And I can assure you that this Ramadan, we are going to be dropping episodes back to back. We are going to be bringing in more guests to the show. So stay glued to subscribe on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms showing on your screen right now. Stay mindful, stay intentional, and stay focused. May Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless our efforts this Ramadan. Ameen. Until next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.